This is Ben from Testive, and we're looking at a grammar question. Now, in this question, we have a simple selection of substitutions that we can make. Just at first glance, all these variations look really close. So we're just going to read the sentence and substitute each one in, try to narrow down our answer choices. We're talking about Sir Nicholas Winton. In his mind, he was no more than a stockbroker who liked to make lists and that decided to say yes when most others said no, neither of which are qualities that heroes are made of. Okay, so this sounds pretty good as is, so I'm not going to rule out no change until I've seen the rest of the answer choices. So all I'm going to do is substitute in each answer choice and read out loud, and I'm going to start at the beginning of the sentence. In his mind, he was no more than a stockbroker who liked to make lists, and that decided to say yes, but most of the others were said no, neither of which are qualities that heroes are made of. I can already rule this out. This whole others were said no doesn't make any sense. Even if we narrowed it down, or even if we assumed that was a typo and we said it was just were saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't look any better than the one we started with, where we had decided to say yes when most others said no. We have the past tense of both these verbs, whereas here we have decided and were saying, so we're mixing up our tenses. In his mind, he was no more than a stockbroker who liked to make lists, and that made the decision to say yes when most others are saying no, neither of which, okay, I'm going to stop again, the same issue. We have different verb tenses that we're mixing up. Made the decision, which is past tense, and when most others are saying, which is present participle. So we're going to get rid of that one. We always need our verb tenses to match throughout a sentence. So no change is looking better and better. In his mind, he was no more than a stockbroker who liked to make lists, and who decided to say yes when most others said no, neither of which are qualities that heroes are made of. I'm hard-pressed, if I'm just reading this out loud, to see the difference, so I have to look closely. The only difference between this choice and no change is that this choice replaces that with who. Well, we're referring to a person, so who is going to be a better word to use here. So we're going to rule out no change and select this as our correct answer.